So this is a subject that I am so passionate about. I'm going to share with you today some of the things that I have learned as a leader in over 29 years of corporate experience, and also as a certified team performance coach. So there's a big difference between a team and a group. A lot of leaders really mistake what a team is. They look at it more like a golf team. Think about what a golf team is. You have individuals that play the game, and at the end of the day or the end of the game, they add up their scores, and that's what the team score looks like. But a team, a high-performing team, is more like a basketball team. You have 5 individuals that have to work together to produce results. You have point guards, you have forwards, you have centers, and everybody has a different role. You may not be scoring the basket, but you may be setting a pick. You may be playing defense. You may be getting rebounds. You may be doing all kinds of hustle plays. And that is what it takes to help the team win. No one individual on that team can win by themselves. And you can't have a team of all guards or all centers. You have people on the team that are interdependent. So an effective team is able to produce results sustainably. Now, sustainably is an important concept because you can have a team that can win for a season or a month, but you want to have that championship with your team again and again and again. And a high-performing team is one that loves to be together. They're driving each other, they're pushing each other, they're holding each other accountable. This is what's going to help you to have success year after year in your business or on your team. Now, you measure team effectiveness on 2 axes. The first one is what we call the productivity axis. So just imagine, if you will, a graph on a horizontal graph. So you have low productivity on one side and high productivity on the other. And then you have a vertical axis, which is your positivity. High positivity, low positivity. I want us to just look at what those teams are like. Think about for a moment a team that is highly productive but low positive. What are the conditions of that team? It's all about the numbers. It's all about getting stuff done at any cost. And in many cases, this is a team that is pushing and competing against each other. So a team that is high productivity, a team that has high productivity and low positivity is all results focused at any cost. Now, there's a human cost to that. You are looking over your shoulder. You're competing with members of your own team. It's not sustainable. What happens is that there tends to be burnout on that team. You can't do it indefinitely. Now, is there a place for that type of team? The answer is yes. Think about for a moment deadlines, project-driven deadlines. Think of end-of-the-month productivity where you have to get everything done. The problem is you can't sustain it, and if you do, you will lose team members. Now, what a lot of managers fear is the opposite of that, which is high positive but low productive. This one's all about the people. The problem with this is that people on the team, they enjoy being together. They love the status quo. They love their comfort zones. They're not willing to push themselves out of their comfort zones. They're not willing to change, to do things differently. And this also is not sustainable. As a result, the company can go out of business because they're not producing at the level that they need. Now, the worst of the quadrant is low productivity and low positivity. This is a depressing environment. This is where we're wondering if we're going to have a job tomorrow. We're looking for our next job because we're just so uncertain. Think about what that does to an individual. You have absenteeism because, you know what, they call in sick because they're worried about, I need time to look for another job. Or they have what's called presenteeism. That's when they're actually at the job, but they're not fully engaged because they're worried about what's going to happen and they're not doing the work that you need them to do. So before I get to the information on high performance team that you came here for today, make sure you subscribe to our channel. So this is where we want to be. High productivity, high positivity. Think about what it's like on that team. This is not where everybody's just singing kumbaya and loves each other, although they are having fun. This is a place where people are so excited to win that they're willing to speak up when other members aren't putting their all in. They're willing to say, hey, I know you've got more. I know that you committed and you can do more, and I'm going to help you get there. They are so dependent on each other to hold each other accountable. They take self-responsibility. They're having fun. They're feeling like they're winning. There's synchronicity. There's flow. There's alignment. There's commitment. Oh, when you get here, it's so worth it. Now, here's the bad news. less than 12% of all teams are in the high-performing quadrant. That means you have an opportunity to move your team here. So what I want to share with you now, what are some things that you can do to start moving your team that direction right now to help you identify where your team is. And most teams have a little bit of all four quadrants, right? In some places you have high productivity, low positivity. Some places you have high positivity, low productivity. Sometimes you're low, low. And in some cases you're actually in that high performance quadrant. But we want to move you in that direction. And the best way to do that is to do what's called a team diagnostic analysis. And this is a tool that is so powerful to help you move that team there. And what I'd love to be able to give to you today, for you clicking on the link below, is a free version of that assessment. It's called the Team Leader View. And the reason it's called the Team Leader View is because it's from your perspective that you're going to analyze the team. But it will give you an awareness from your perspective on where some of those weaknesses are. And you can begin to address them immediately. If you want to take it to the next level and do a team diagnostic with the entire team, that's okay too. So go ahead and click that link now, and you're going to love this tool that we have for you.